Spring, let love become quiet and still remain full. I woke into a morning that did not offer anything. Spring does not barter love for something. I stayed with your nearness as it rested without sound. Spring does not crown love with crown. I noticed how love did not brighten nor dim. Spring does not trim affection to trim. I breathed and felt contentment arrive without signal. Spring does not label love as final. I remembered loving only when my heart was loud. Spring said love does not shout. I stayed with the hours as they moved unnoticed. Spring does not notice love as noticed. I notice how warmth lived beneath simplicity. Spring does not multiply love or intensity. I walked through noon as if nothing was occurring. Spring does not hurry love for stirring. I remembered hearts that feared quiet as loss. Spring said love is not cost. I stayed with stillness that felt quietly complete. Spring does not repeat love for beat. I noticed how calm did not depend on feeling. Spring does not heal love by healing. I breathe through memory that softened its voice. Spring does not choice love as choice. I stayed with afternoon as it remained unchanged. Spring does not arrange love as range. I remembered springs that taught me this depth. Spring said love is breath. I stayed beside you without asking for more. Spring let love become quiet and still remain full, and I adore. Rested there slowly, where silence pulled close. Spring let love become quiet and still remain full, and it chose.
Spring let love become the place we rested.
I woke into a morning that did not expect movement. Spring does not instruct love to improve it. I stayed inside your breathing without entering or leaving. Spring does not treat affection as arriving. I noticed how love did not try to hold shape. Spring does not sculpt affection to escape. I breathed and felt stillness expand without asking. Spring does not task love with lasting. not wedge affection into legend. I notice how warmth did not shift or rise. Spring does not advertise love with signs. I walk through noon, still hell. Spring does not sell love as hell. I remembered hearts that feared still water. Spring said love is deeper. I stayed with quiet that felt wide. Spring does not divide affection inside. I noticed how calm did not conclude. Spring does not conclude love as moved. I breathe through memory, still gentle. Spring does not make love sequential. I stayed with dusk without preparing night. Spring does not write love to light. I remember springs that rushed my chest. Spring said love is rest. I stayed beside you without a language. Spring let love become the place we rested, and it stayed that way.
I lay down slowly
without closing the day.
Spring love become the place we rested,
And it never ran away.
Spring let love become the place we rested,
And it never went away.
and it never went away.
Spring let love breathe without asking to be felt. I woke into a morning that did not touch my nerves. Spring does not curve love to serve. I stayed with your nearness as sensation soft. Spring does not often love, for often I noticed how love did not knock on my chest. Spring does not test love as test. I breathed and felt air, move without message. Spring does not package love as passage. I remember loving only when my heart reacted. Spring said love is not enacted. I stayed with the hours as feeling thin to space. Spring does not place love in place. I noticed how warmth stayed beneath neutrality. Spring does not qualify love by intensity. I walked through noon as nothing stirred. Spring does not word love as word. I remembered hearts that chase sensation. Spring said love is foundation. I stayed with quiet that felt almost blank. Spring does not rank love as rank. I noticed how calm held without emotion. Spring does not motion love for motion. I breathe through memory that lost its edge. Spring does not wedge love as planned. I stayed with evening as senses dim. Spring does not trim love to limb. I remember springs that taught me patience. Spring said love is present. I stayed beside you even when feelings slept. Spring let love breathe without asking to be felt, and it kept. I rested there slowly where breath was enough. Spring let love breathe without asking to be felt, and that was love. Spring let love breathe without being seen. I woke into a morning that did not notice me. Spring does not see love to see. I stayed in the stillness where shadows held the light. Spring does not invite love to invite. I noticed how love did not lean toward attention. Spring does not mention love as mentioned. I breathed and felt life move quietly through. Spring does not cue love as cue. I remembered loving as something that needed shape. Spring said love escapes. I stayed with your nearness as thoughts thinned and slowed. Spring does not show love as show. I noticed how warmth did not ask to be held. Spring does not tell love as tell. That barely mark time. Spring does not sign love as sign. I remembered hearts that vanished when unseen. Spring said love is clean. I stayed with silence that wrapped around the day. Spring does not say love to say. I noticed how calm came from not being known. Spring does not own love as own. I breathe through afternoon that soften every edge. Spring does not pledge love as pledge. I stayed with evening as color slowly fell. Spring does not sell love as sell. I lay where breathing was the only sound. Spring let love breathe without being seen, and it was fine. I rested until morning where nothing called my name. Spring let love breathe without being seen, and it remained. Spring let love breathe without being seen, and it remained. Spring let love breathe without being seen.
Spring let love exist where nothing was proven. I woke into a quiet that did not explain itself. Spring does not explain love to self.
I stayed with the light as it rested without reason. Spring does not season love with reason. I noticed how love did not ask to be believed. Spring does not need love to be received. I breathed and felt being arrived without claim. Spring does not name love as name. I remember loving as something to justify. Spring said love does not try. I stayed beside you as certainty dissolved. Spring does not solve love as solved. I noticed how warmth did not argue it's true. Spring does not prove love as proof. I walked through hours that carried no conclusion. Spring does not conclude love with conclusion. I remembered hearts that broke from explanation. Spring said love is sensation. I stayed with silence that held no position. Spring does not position love as position. I notice how calm came from not deciding. Spring does not guide love by deciding. I breathed through afternoon that softened every edge. Spring does not pledge love as pledge. I stayed with evening as certainty slept. Spring does not keep love as kept. I remember springs that bloomed without cause. Spring said love is pause. I lay where nothing asked to be known. Spring let love exist where nothing was proven, and it shone. I rested until morning, where doubt was gone. Spring let love exist where nothing was proven, and it went on. Spring let love exist without declaration, no naming, no claim. I woke into closeness that didn't introduce itself. Spring doesn't require love to present. I stayed with your nearness, still undefined. Spring doesn't label affection divine. I noticed how love didn't announce arrival. Spring doesn't print headlines for survival. I breathed and felt the heart settle. Spring doesn't ring love with metal. I remembered loving with explanation. Spring said love needs no narration. I stayed with your hand, still resting. Spring doesn't interrogate closeness for testing. I walk through hours, still unnamed. Spring doesn't frame affection for fame. I remembered hearts that shouted feeling. Spring said love can heal by being. I stayed with silence, still shared. Spring doesn't find quiet love unfair. I noticed how calm came from no title. Spring doesn't shrink affection for vital. I breathe through memory, still free. Spring doesn't archive love to be. I stayed with dusk, still gentle. Spring doesn't make love accidental. I remember springs that pass quietly. Spring said love can grow privately. I stayed with night, still near. Spring doesn't freeze affection with fear. I walked into sleep, still warm. Spring let love exist without declaration. And it was fall. I lay down knowing nothing had to be said. Spring let love exist without declaration. And it was fair. I used to rush from one moment to the next, like the space between was empty or less. But spring held the space between moments gently, like silence was part of the song. Intentionally, I stood after finishing something before beginning again. Spring doesn't rush transitions, it lets them remain. I felt the pause, not as delay. Spring doesn't treat stillness as decay. I noticed how breath settles after breath. Spring doesn't crowd life with excess. I stayed in the in-between longer than usual. Spring doesn't label pauses as useless. I remembered how often I feared gaps. Spring said space is where meaning unwraps. I let my hands rest before reaching. Spring doesn't force momentum for teaching. I felt awareness widen in the pause. Spring doesn't need action for a cause. I walk between thoughts without stitching them. Spring doesn't require coherence to keep them. I stayed between words while speaking. Spring doesn't fill silence for pleasing. I noticed how calm lives in the gap. Spring doesn't hide peace in maps. I move from afternoon where light meets light. I didn't rush sleep or resist. Spring doesn't collapse moments to exist. I lay down aware of what didn't happen. Spring held the space between moments, and that's where I rested. I slept knowing life isn't only what's done. Spring holds the space between moments until the next one. Cold still on the window, but it don't stay. Ice on the sidewalk, learning how to break. Morning got a color I ain't seen before. Winter's loosening its grip on the door. Same old coat around me, same old street, but something in the air feels less like sleep. I don't hear the thaw yet, I don't see the green, but I feel the earth starting to lean. Spring is taking its time. Woo! That's alright. Ain't no rush to change the night. Hope don't bloom all at once. It comes slow, like a heart remembering how to grow. Yesterday still talking, soft and low, but it don't tell me where I can go. Every scar knows better than to fight. It learned how to open to the light. Spring is taking its time. Let it be. Even the river waits to be free. If the sea don't break today, it still knows where to go. I ain't asking for a miracle or a sign, just a reason to believe. If tomorrow feels a little warm on my skin, I'll call that a win. Whoa. Birds don't sing for answers, they sing to try. Morning don't explain, neither do I. If joy shows up quietly at my door, I'll let it in. I won't ask for more. Spring is taking its time. So am I, learning how to hope without asking why. If love's still breathing in this cold, then I already know. Spring is taking its time, but it's near. I can feel it changing the year. Not in bloom, not in flame, just in how the heart says your name. Still some frost, still some gray, but something soft is on the way. Ooh, yeah. I thought it might leave without warning, like so many things before. But every time I doubt the warmth, oh, it shows up at my door. Some days are bright, some days are quiet. Some still carry a trace of gray. But even then, beneath it all, something kind decides to stay. Spring keeps coming back, even when I forget its name. Through open skies and ordinary days,
It finds me just the same.
if hope is something stubborn that won't learn how to leave, spring keeps coming back, and it believes in me. I don't chase happiness anymore. I let it find its place, like sunlight resting on a wall, or time moving at its pace. I've learned the heart can bend and heal without making a sound, like roots growing in the dark before the green is found. Oh, spring keeps coming back, with or without my say. It softens all the sharper edges I carried from yesterday. If love is something patient that grows quietly, spring keeps coming back, and it grows inside of me. Maybe this is how it happens, not all at once, not fast, just choosing now, again and again, to let the good things last. Spring keeps coming back, and I'm learning how to stay present in the simple light of an almost perfect day. If this season is a lesson, I finally understand. Spring keeps coming back, and I'm holding out my hands. Hey, bygone, it's not going anywhere, neither am I. Spring, ooh, still here. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Spring, still here. Oh. Silence used to feel like something missing, like sound was proof of living. But spring kept me company through silence all day, like quiet was another way to stay. I walked to a road that didn't speak.
Spring doesn't
that feel weak. I sat without music, without voice, Spring doesn't need sound to rejoice. I notice how silence didn't press. Spring doesn't turn quiet into stress. I stayed with my breath as it passed, Spring doesn't fill silence with past. I remember trying to escape stillness. Spring said quiet isn't empty, it witnesses. I walk through morning without noise.
Spring doesn't equate life.
Spring doesn't equate life with choice. I felt comfort in the unsaid. Spring doesn't require language to be fed. I stayed silent, still heard. Spring doesn't confuse voice with word. I let hours pass, unscored.
Spring doesn't
measure life by chord. I noticed calm deepen in hush. Spring doesn't rush quiet with rush. I walked into afternoon, still soundless. Spring doesn't label silence as boundless. I felt presence without cue. Spring doesn't need sound to know you. I stayed in silence as evening fell.
Spring kept me company
Through silence, and all was well. I lay down knowing quiet stayed.
Spring kept me company
Through silence and didn't fade. I used to think recognition had to be earned, like belonging arrived after being learned. But spring knew my name before I spoke. Didn't need proof, didn't need note. Oh. I walked into the day you introduced. Spring doesn't ask who you are, it knows you. I felt seen without spotlight. Spring doesn't stare at life, it's light. I remember trying to explain myself. Spring said explanation is a shelf. You don't offense. Spring doesn't demand context for presence. I let my voice stay quiet, unasserted. Spring doesn't confuse silence with deserted. I felt understood without agreement. Spring doesn't debate the soul, it accompanies it. I move through hours, untranslated. Spring doesn't need language to relate. I noticed how ease didn't fade. Spring doesn't revoke belonging midway. I remembered how often I tried to be clear. Spring said clarity isn't required to be here. I let myself remain unfinished. Spring doesn't wait for completion to witness. I felt named without being called. Spring doesn't shout identity, it holds. I walk through doubt without losing ground. Spring doesn't let confusion unfound. I realize being known isn't exposure. Spring knows gently without closure. I reached evening, still unnamed. Spring knew my name, and nothing changed. I lay down knowing before speech, before thought, before reach. Spring knew my name before I spoke, and kept it safe and never broke. I used to think recognition had to be earned, like belonging arrived after being learned. But spring knew my name before I spoke. Didn't need proof, didn't need note. I walked into the day unintroduced. Spring doesn't ask who you are, it knows you. I felt seen without spotlight. Spring doesn't stare at life, it's light. I remember trying to explain myself. Spring said explanation is a shelf. You don't live on it, you pass through. Spring doesn't label existence, it moves you. I stood among moments without defense. Spring doesn't demand context, I let my voice stay quiet, unasserted. Spring doesn't confuse silence with deserted. I felt understood without agreement. Spring doesn't debate the soul, it ebonies it. I move through hours untranslated. Spring doesn't need language to relate. I noticed how ease didn't fade. Spring doesn't revoke belonging midway. I remembered how often I tried to be clear. Spring said clarity isn't required to be here. I let myself remain unfinished. Spring doesn't wait for completion to witness. I felt named without being called. Spring doesn't shout identity, it holds. I walk through doubt without losing ground. Spring doesn't let confusion unfound. I realize being known is an exposure. Spring knows gently without closure. I reached evening, still unnamed. Spring knew my name, and nothing changed. I lay down knowing before speech, before thought, before reach. Spring knew my name. Spring knew my name before I spoke, and kept it safe and never broke.
Spring left love where nothing had a name. I woke into a light that had not decided what it was. Spring does not label love, because I stayed with the air that rested on my shoulders. Spring does not shoulder love as burden. I noticed how love did not reach for identity. Spring does not give love an entity. I breathed and felt being without description. Spring does not condition love as definition. I remembered loving as something I had to explain. Spring said love is not named. I stayed beside you as presence stayed unspoken. Spring does not token love as token. I noticed how warmth did not belong to touch. Spring does not clutch love as clutch. I walked through hours that blurred into one. Spring does not count love as one. I remembered hearts that disappeared into rose. Spring said love is whole. I stayed with silence that held no title. Spring does not entitle love as title. I noticed how calm came from being uncalled. Spring does not call love at all. I breathed through afternoon that softened every edge. Spring does not wedge love as wedge. I stayed with dusk as color slowly thinned. Spring does not pin love to skin. I remember springs that passed unnamed. Spring said love remained. I lay where meaning finally slept. Spring left love where nothing had a name, and it kept. I rested into morning without being claimed. Spring left love where nothing had a name, and it stayed. Spring left love where nothing had a name, and it stayed. Before I arrived, like there'd be no room left inside. But spring left room for me, quiet and wide, like space itself was on my side. I woke without needing to fit. Spring doesn't ask the soul to submit. I entered the morning as I was. Spring doesn't reduce being to cause. I noticed how well stayed free. Spring doesn't crowd the world around me. I walked and felt space beside. Spring doesn't push existence to collide. I remember squeezing myself smaller. Spring said life doesn't require armor. I stayed with my edges untrimmed. Spring doesn't cut the self to blend. I noticed how silence made room. Spring doesn't fear emptiness in bloom. I let my thoughts spread out. Spring doesn't compress meaning to shout. I stayed where I stood unclaimed. Spring doesn't label presence by name. I remember trying to earn space. Spring said you're allowed to take place. I breathed and the day opened more. Spring doesn't lock the world at the door. I walk through hours uncrowded. needed permission to touch me. I woke up with the door half open, didn't remember why. Spring doesn't argue habits, it walks by. The air came in unannounced, soft and sure. Spring left the door open for me and didn't ask for more. I've been guarding my hours like they could run. Spring said time doesn't escape, it comes. I felt warmth move across my shoulders, then leave. Spring doesn't cling to comfort, it believes. I noticed how the room changed without rearranging. Spring doesn't fix environments, it's changing. I stood there letting moments pass without grip. Spring doesn't rush experience, it slips. Without instruction, spring doesn't follow plans, it functions. I walk through the house slower, still aware. Spring doesn't steal momentum, it shares. I realized openness isn't weakness or lack. Spring leaves the door open and trusts you back. I didn't seal the future or the past. Spring doesn't trap time, it lasts. I moved into the day unprepared. Spring left the door open for me, and spring let love be felt without touch, no grasp, no claim. I woke into closeness that didn't reach. Spring doesn't require love to teach. I stayed with distance, still warm. Spring doesn't cool affection by form. I noticed how love moved without skin. Spring doesn't insist the heart must begin. I breathed and felt something surround me. Spring doesn't cage love around me. I remember loving by holding tight. Spring said love can be light. I stayed with your presence across the room. Spring doesn't rush closeness to bloom. I noticed how calm came from restraint. Spring doesn't paint affection too bright. I walk through hours still connected. Spring doesn't demand love be collected. I remembered hearts that needed proof. Spring said love can be truth. I stayed with silence, still shared.
Spring doesn't measure closeness by care. I noticed how warmth traveled slowly. Spring doesn't ship affection overnight. I breathe through moments still near. Spring doesn't reduce love to fear. I stayed with evening, still held. Spring doesn't tell love to yell. I remember springs that taught me this. Spring said love can exist. I stayed with night, still close. Spring doesn't freeze affection in prose. I walked into sleep, still know. Spring let love be felt without touch, and it had grown. I lay down knowing nothing was withheld. Spring let love be felt without touch, and it was felt. And it was felt.
Spring let love become a place to rest, not a spark, not a chase. I woke into closeness that felt like sitting down. Spring doesn't ask love to run around. I stayed with your presence, still steady. Spring doesn't keep affection unready. I noticed how love didn't pull me forward. Spring doesn't point the heart toward reward. I breathed and felt my shoulders lower. Spring doesn't live love for show. I remember loving like standing guard. Spring said love can sit in yard. I stayed with the quiet between words. Spring doesn't hurt affection like birds. Ooh, I noticed how calm came from staying. Spring doesn't accuse love of delaying. I walk through hours, still resting. Spring doesn't test affection for testing. I remembered hearts that love to move. Spring said love can be a room. I stayed with your voice, still near. Spring doesn't sharpen love with fear. To win, I breathe through memory, still calm. Spring doesn't turn love into alarm. I stayed with the evening, still held. Spring doesn't send love to be sold. I remember springs that healed my pace. Spring said love is a place. I stayed with night, still resting. Spring doesn't evict affection for nesting. I walked into sleep, still warm. Spring let love become a place to rest, and it was formed. I laid down knowing nothing had to prove. Spring let love become a place to rest, and I stay.